guys, welcome to my channel at 5 Tickets. Today we are going off to explore a local wildlife park. We're actually going to Yorkshire Wildlife Park, which is in Doncaster. The weather is sunny, so we're hoping for a really good day. Let's go! So we've just come through the main gates of to get there. We've just parked up the car and we've just walked in a little bit. And if you don't know this, Yorkshire Wildlife Park have now changed their entrance. So it used to be a few years ago, you would come in and you'd be right near Lion County. But now you come in and they've opened it up so that you can actually get all to this section here before you actually go into the main park. Now this section is called the Hive. I'll quickly show you what you've got. So there's just some shops. You've got a little Cornerstone coffee place there, you've got some vintage shops, and if you walk round, you've also got the Uproar Play Barn and Evolution restaurant. And we're just going to walk this way because this will make us get into the park this way. And you just basically just walk around, and I think over the different time, you know, the seasons or whatever, they have little shows on here, like this little mini amphitheatre that they've got going on. I'm not sure if there's anything set up to be on there today. But you can just walk around. I'm just going to show you. I know some of my friends would actually say this restaurant's lovely, but you do need a reservation because it does book up pretty quickly as you are here. And we can't work out, Bark has just said to me, what is that over there? Now that was being built, that seems to have been built for a long time now, and there was talk that that was going to be a hotel, but I'm really not sure what they're still doing with that bit. So we're just going to walk around here and just show you what we've got, and then we just head our way in. I know that the safari store is this way as well, so I've just got everything this side of the park now, rather than it being you come in the other way around. Here we are, just going to walk this way, get to the main. There you go, look, there's the safari store, so we'll probably go into that later on before we go today. And then we're heading now, look, to the front entrance of the park. Just about to go into the ticket, through the tickets. Now just so you all know, I actually got these tickets using Kids Pass. I ended up actually getting a really good deal, and we saved about £5 per person. So actually it's been about £101 I think it's cost us for 2 adults and 3 children to come here, all children over 3. But not older obviously than 15. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead in now and see how our day's going. The sun is shining, which is lovely. The kids are looking forward to it. And then this is the area you come to. First we've got a little information station there. I know you've got a dinosaur section there, but we're just going to see where we head to first. I think if you go this way, we're going down to the Atlantic Forest. Spotted the sea lions. Yeah. Well, they are. They're getting some fish, look. Oh, wow. They do, Nancy, you're right. They do a show. And they have look at them, they're playing. But they're a family of sea lions, you know. It looks like the baby one. It looks like the baby We're running because we've just spotted a cheetah. Look, Nancy, through the fence. You can look. Look at that go. Oh, wow. He's just skulking around, look. Marking his territory. Or her territory. Can you see it, Nancy? Amber and Nancy, don't go too far ahead. They're on the hunt for a red panda. So we've just found the red pandas, and I think there's a little girl there that's paid for one of the experiences because she's actually getting to feed the red pandas. So we're just in where the red pandas are, and there's a lovely play area you can see that the kids have gone to play on. They're all over there playing on here. Heading into the experience Ethiopia next. Let's go, guys! Yeah! Okay, next stop, spotted hyenas. It's getting a little bit windy now, but we're not having much luck with the hyenas at the moment. So we have just come out of almost like the main little bit, really, that when you feed through from the car park. We're just walking over the bridge towards the tiger. It's been quite good so far. Unfortunately, we didn't spot any hyenas, which was a real shame. But we've said we'll go back there later on the way back. We're just heading to the tigers now to see. I think last time we were here, Harrison, didn't we see the tigers quite a lot?
Yeah, we saw the tigers quite a lot last time, and the giraffes, which is also down here.
Oh, okay, good. But it's got a little bit windy now. The sun's not out, and I'm hoping it's not going to rain. But we'll see how we go. But yeah,
waterfall over there we're going to go check out.
Yeah, the waterfall now where the tigers. Okay, you'll see that there's lots of running because they've seen the tiger. So we're heading this way, see whether we can see the tiger. And here we go, and there it is. You having a nice time?
Yeah.
They're having their brunch, maybe, look.
Puppy, we should have our lunch.
They've got, look at their legs. What do they look like? Yeah, like zebra legs, don't they? So we are heading towards Project Polar now, which is one of my favourite parts of the park. This is absolutely huge now in comparison to what it was when it first opened up. There was only one polar bear, Victor, at the very start, and now I think they've got a good three, 4, or maybe even 5. We shall see when we get there. But again, it's just such a beautiful open space for these guys to live. Really clean, looked after, and we'll see what we've got. And I know they do a lot. This park, Yorkshire Wildlife Park, it's all about conservation. It's all about rescuing and making sure the animals are looked after, which is why they've been able to expand so much, because of all they've done for the conservation charities across over time. So yeah, so we'll see how we get on. Wow. Yeah, I want him to shake as well. Say, shake, shake, shake. Dad, look at this one. Good footage of the polar bears today. They're all over there. They're awake, roaming round. 6 polar bears we've counted so far that we've seen. Hey! Hello there! Yeah. I think this one's a bit of a show-off. Again!
We're ready now.
Let's go. Ah.
Right on the hill as well.
Get up!
Yay! Woo! Right, we're about to go and do the walk-through, which is called the Amazonas. Important, look, please do not take food or drink in here. Please do not touch or feed the animals, and stay on the path. Right, we're just heading out of the play area. We'll just let the kids have a little go in this jungle zone area. We've decided that, obviously we brought a picnic with us today, all budget friendly and that, with a family. So what we're going to do is we've left it in the car. So they do let you leave it in the car, and on the way out of the park they'll stamp us. We're going to try and go back to the car, grab the picnic, try and find a little picnic area place to eat up that end of the park near the car, and then we're going to come back this afternoon. I'm just going to have about half an hour to have some something to eat. I've just made some sandwiches and got some strawberries and little bits. And there are some really nice picnic places out this way, just so you don't have to carry your picnic around with you really all day. So yeah, we're going to have some lunch, and then we've still got the giraffes, the zebras, the rhinos, and sort of all that side of the park, the lions and the meerkats to see this afternoon. Woo! Ready for more Yorkshire Wildlife Park. We've just eaten our dinner and we're just heading back into the park. Like I said, we had our picnic outside of the park in the Hive area, and we're heading back in and we're heading straight for the giraffes and the lions. So we've just been to the giraffes, went up onto the canopy. 1 second, we did spot the leopard at the very top. We're just walking now down towards Africa, where the zebras, rhinos, yep, and the lions are. Good day so far. The weather's lasted, which is really good. Got lots of stuff on offer here in terms of what you can do. It's just lots of places to walk around, really open path, loads of space. The children can sort of run off in front of you a little bit, and then you've got just under here now looking at this rhino watch. Yeah, baby rhino. I've spotted the rhino. It's coming this way, look. Heading into Lima Woods. Will we get in?
I don't know if we'll get in.
Come on, we'll go in and we'll shut them out. Look for a minute. Go on, Harrison. Go on, Archie. That's it. We don't want to lose any lemurs on our watch. Let's go.
I want to see a lemur.
Hold the gate. Thank you. I love the way they all huddle together, lemurs. Nancy, look how they all huggle together, look. So we're walking up towards, hopefully, to spot the painted dogs. We were lucky last time we came that we could spot. We had quite a good opportunity to spot them because they were being fed at the time and all their food had been hidden around. But we've equally also come and we haven't seen them at all. So fingers crossed, I'm going to see my favourite animal of the day, the painted dogs. Let's see. Sadly, there is no movement within the painted dog enclosure. And I'm feeling very sad. This is my favourite bit. There's nobody. There's no dog. It's all empty. The whole enclosure is empty. Just come to the indoor soft play area. The kids throw a bit of a blast off. They're absolutely loving it. They love this drop slide. And try and get a bit of footage of them coming down this drop slide in a second. There's so much of the under fives area only. It's all themed around the park, which is really nice. Just going to see if I can get some footage with them coming down the slide. Yay! Good girl! Nancy! Good job! Well done you! Woo! 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 Yay! Woo! But we're going to head into the main safari shop now, which is now right at the back from the entrance. We're going to have a little look around there and see what they've got in there. But yeah, just think on reflection, the park is still a great park. I mean, it's still one of the best wildlife parks that I've ever been to around the UK. It's expensive day out, it was £101, but for 5 of us, that's 2 adults and 3 children. It's well worth the money. I mean, we haven't spent a penny today. We brought our own picnic, brought our own drinks, so we haven't actually spent anything. Right, we'll nip into the safari store. This is the one at the back now, really, of the park. We'll see what they've got in here. Nice little polar bear when we walk in the shop. Right, let's have a look then. So we've got plushies, look. That's a cute plushie. Pardon? How much for that plushie, Dan? £16 from like a medium-sized plushie. Oh, okay, I didn't realise there's actually indoor picnic area in here. That's interesting. We've got all tiger merchandise there, themed around each animal, it looks like. Got drinks bottles, magnets. What else have we got? Oh yeah, but we haven't seen any of those kind of animals in here, have we? All the miniatures. Look at these ones, girls. Got miniatures, look. Miniature red pandas. £10 each for a miniature animal. You got these ones. These are cute, look. I love this one. Look at this painted dog with his Yorkshire Wildlife Park jumper on. How much is he? He is... Oh, he's under the tag. Hold on. Oh, that's just the t-shirt. I don't know. 16 and 5 for £21 for one of those. Got some other plushies. T-shirts. These are cute. Headbands. And that is about... I'm coming. And that is about it, really. There's not a lot of anything in here. So we were just reflecting on our day at Yorkshire Wildlife Park, and we were just saying that it's brilliant. It's a brilliant park. But obviously we're now at the bit where the lions are, which used to be the main entrance. I felt like that a few years ago used to be like the main hub of the park where everybody would be, and there was so much hustle and bustle and so many animals to see. And I feel like they've made the other side now so big, and it's so good. They've got so many different variety of animals. What they've done is it's just spaced it out so much, so you actually, like, we've not really seen the lions today, which has been really disappointing. They're all sat right at the back behind a tree. What it means is you're almost walking further now at this side of the park in order to see more, which is a shame. You just feel like, yeah, we haven't really seen anything. We have said, though, one of the highlights has definitely been this morning, and that the animals seem to be much more awake and much more roaming around. You got to see them a little bit more this morning, as we haven't actually seen as much this afternoon. But it's been a great day. I mean, the animals here and the habitats and the cleanliness and everything, and everyone's so friendly and it's so open. I think even when this park is busy, it doesn't feel like it's very busy because it's so open. It's so open plan. There's so much space to walk around. So we're back home now after our brilliant day at Yorkshire Wildlife Park. We had an absolutely fantastic time. All the children came back, absolutely loved it. The girls were raving about the red pandas and everything they saw. The polar bears today in particular were just amazing. I cannot remember the last time we went and we had that much exposure to the polar bears. There was also so many of them. I think we saw 6 or 7 polar bears in total. Obviously, when the polar bear stood up, that was just absolutely incredible, and so lucky that I got that on video as well, which is great. In terms of the park in general and our experience today, the rain stayed away, which is good. I think it's such an open park, so if you do get bad weather, it will spoil it a little bit. But we were really lucky with that. In terms of the animals, like I said, where you park now, at that end of the park, coming in, there is so much to see. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the hyenas. We couldn't see them at all. But there is so much to see on the way in. The tigers were fantastic today. We got to see the giraffes. We spotted the leopard. The rhino was there. There wasn't as much in Africa, I felt like, as what I remember previous times. I mean, we didn't see any zebras or any of the gazelles and things like that, what I know we've seen in the past. In terms of Play areas for the kids, that was another highlight. So obviously I can't film play areas because obviously they're full of children. But they've got the smaller play area where they were on the bridge, the rope bridge, now the red pandas. You've got the larger play area right now where the camels were, which you've got the zip line as well, and like the sandpit area. Then they also had a play in the soft play area, and again, that's another great one because you don't have to pay extra to get in there. Lots of parents, you could tell, were in there having a coffee or just resting their legs, really. We actually ended up doing over 20,000 steps today. That is one thing I would say. It's a really long walk. We're lucky all our children that we had. I mean, Nancy and Amber were the youngest at 5 and 6, and they managed to walk the whole way, which was great for them. Yeah, gets them out, gets them on their feet, doesn't it? In terms of other things, so budget wise, like I said at the start of the video, I actually got the tickets through the Kids Pass app. So I've got the Kids Pass app. It gives you discounts on days out around the UK. I actually got the tickets for £5 off. So £5 off each ticket. So it was like £101 for us all to go today. They were really good. They gave us these stamps when we were in and out to go out back for our picnic. The only thing I would say about the picnics, so they really welcome people taking picnics, and for families that's great, isn't it? When they welcome a picnic, because you've not got to spend the extortionate amount of money that you often spend in the cafes and the restaurants there. However, what I would say is now, because of the way the park is organised, you park so far away from the picnic areas within the park. So there's a lovely picnic area, for example, by the Jungle Zone outdoor play area. There's a lovely picnic area in the shop, which is the furthest away now. There's some other lovely picnics area where the drafts are, and you can actually go to the bigger park and have a picnic. But it's just too far away from where you want to have your picnic, where you're carrying it from. You don't want to carry your picnic around. I mean, we've got one of those that you've got on wheels, but even that, you do not want to be wheeling or carrying a heavy picnic bag around with you all day in order to use one of those picnic spaces. So that was one of the reasons why we actually came back to the Hive, had a picnic spot in there and used it and had a picnic there, because we didn't want to be lugging around the picnic through the whole park. Obviously, a way to get around that, I'd imagine, is everyone has a backpack and everyone has their pack up in their own backpack. I know I've been there as a teacher on school trips before, and obviously the children are carrying their pack ups, etc., which makes it easier. But it is a lot of walking. If you've got little ones and you don't want to load them up too heavy and you want them to sort of freely run around and explore, they haven't made it easy for you to then take your picnic in. It would be great, and this isn't doable probably at all, but it'd be great if they could offer somewhere you could go more central and leave your picnic, almost like lock it up in a locker or something, or in a container or something, so that then you could actually go and enjoy your picnic in one of the picnic areas within the park. So you could be watching the monkeys, or you could be watching the wallabies, or the kids could be eating and then playing on the park. That would be much nicer for the children. But, that's just one of the downsides, I think, to it. In terms of the park, again, in general, I keep saying about the cleanliness, but it is amazing. It is so well looked after. You go around, the animals are so well looked after. None of them look unhappy. They've all got so much space. Even when the park's busy, it doesn't feel busy. There's loads of space to walk around. The paths are really wide. There's bins everywhere. Been in the summer and it doesn't even get very waspy. I know I don't like going around and there's wasps all over the bins, but it doesn't get that bad for that. The shop is the shop. I don't think it's massively overpriced. I think it's just a normal gift shop. I don't think they put the price up any more than what anyone else does, really. Nancy got a red panda, a medium-sized plush. I think she spent £23, but it was one that had to look like it was walking. She wouldn't just have one that was set up straight. They were a little bit cheaper, the ones that were sort of sat in the same positions. But she spent her own pocket money on that. So again, it didn't come out of my pocket today for that. All in all, absolutely fantastic day. The kids loved it. It's a tiring day. Like I said, we walked more than 20,000 steps each. And I think one of the main reasons was because we left the picnic in the car and then we went all the way to the park. Then we left the park to come back to eat the picnic near the car, and then we walked back in. But they made it easy for us to do that as well, which was great. There were shows on today. There were talks on today. But, everyone knows what it's like when you walk around with a family as well. you don't always want to commit to those shows and those talks, because you do just want to explore and let the children sort of go where they fancy. But we got the whole thing done. We got there today at our actual going in time was 9:45, so we got there pretty early this morning. It's only a 40-minute drive from where we are. And then we was in the car by 3:45, and that felt like we'd done it all and we'd had a really good day. If you have watched this vlog, I really hope you've enjoyed it. This is the first one from my new channel. I just wanted to put something out there for families, really, because I do find it tricky sometimes to know where to go and what's good value and what's a really good day out. So yeah, if you're looking to go into Yorkshire Wildlife Park, please check out. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I'm sure it hopefully will really help you on your visit. Yeah, please share your comments and make sure you subscribe to @5tickets.